morning, guys. George. Hello. I've got someone that I'm busy working with this morning that's looking at wanting to join, so I'm spending some time with him quickly to show him what we do so he can make an informed decision. I wanted to open up by just enlightening everybody with some information that we learned last week that will hopefully set you all in a better mental kind of state as to what's happening right now in the facility and with what's going on nationally in the company. Okay. Right now, what's the biggest issue we're having every day? Anybody care to?
Dispatch times.
Dispatch times, right? It's kind of a big deal. It's a no-brainer, it's obvious. Anytime we can get you guys out early, doesn't even matter really how heavy you are. If you get out early, the day's attainable, right? You don't have to go out there and try and make up time that you shouldn't be doing, but it's a mental thing. And so FedEx knows and we know the late dispatches are just bad news, okay? There's been a lot of that lately. I want to tell you why, okay? So you have the understanding of what's happening, and it may help better prepare you mentally, okay, to deal with it, right? The network, and when I talk about the network, okay, that's FedEx throughout the country, okay? The entire network that FedEx uses to move packages, facilities, contractors, everything, is 1 million plus packages behind, okay? 1 million plus packages behind scheduled in our network. That's huge, right? But really, it's not that big when you look at this company nationally and how many packages we move a day. Nonetheless, we're behind. And Georgia is, what, 250,000 of that alone, just across the state line? Georgia, right? Which feeds us a lot of packages for dispatch every day. So a lot of the late freight that we're getting is due to two big operational issues. First one is late freighters, right? We get late freight coming in here with current packages that are to be served same day. So we have to wait on them, right? Otherwise it's just going to add to what's in the system already and it's going to be service failures to the customer. So we've got to wait on that freight to come in. Well, why is it getting here late? This is the second problem. The freight's coming in late, not because FedEx is just trying to run later sorts. It's because of manpower. Okay, that's the bottom line. It's manpower. Okay. COVID has hit some stations way harder than others. Georgia is one of them. I mean, Florida, down the coast, all it's affected different stations and different numbers, right? So facilities don't have the manpower to handle the volume that's in the network, right? From a loader perspective, we got the same problem here. They shorter loaders on some shifts, right? So on Saturday, somebody worked here this past Saturday, I think, or Sunday. They were just shorter loaders, you know. And it's not that they want to be short. It's just it's manpower and what's available for them to work with, right? So it's a vicious circle. It's not going to change overnight, but I need you all to know that it's not. This is not going forward how FedEx intends to operate. This is happening at UPS. It's happening at Amazon. It's happening at any person that's in this industry. Okay, it's just right. There are ramifications for being in the middle of a pandemic.
Amazon's actually sitting on 400 of our trailers they can't get unloaded that we take packages to. They're Amazon fulfillment
That's
centers.
insane, man. So everyone's having a problem, right? Everyone's having that problem. So rest at night knowing that this is not, you know, no one's doing this on purpose. It's not a new trend that FedEx is trying to change the dispatch time. Devin already, I noticed yesterday, we spoke in the morning. He's coming in a little later than he always has because he knows it's probably a later dispatch time. Why do I keep coming in the same time? It's a smart move, okay? I'm not saying come in late. I'm not saying everyone come in late, but come in knowing that it's probably not, you're not going to see a lot of 8 o'clock dispatches like yesterday, okay? Until manpower's back up on stream. All right. I just want to bring you all in the picture with that. I mean, it's what everyone's up against right now. It's what we're up against as a company. trying to fill positions, it's hard to find people. It's super difficult, okay? We've taken a big step yesterday, and I've retained a recruiting company that's not gonna recruit people for us, okay? We're gonna vet them, they know what we want, what we're looking for. So we should fill up pretty quick and be back on strength here within a week or two. And that's going to allow us, again, to refocus on the new AVP program, which Ben and Billy got a little taste of last week. We had somebody help. It wasn't big help by no means, but we got to feel out what direction we need to go with that. That's going to end up helping out everybody too. So, thank you for the time. I'm going to run. Keep on with code unless you need me again.
Yeah, no, one more thing, just on the operation before we get to safety. I still need one more person for this weekend, for Saturday, right? Saturday? Hunter said he could do.
No, he can do Saturday, but not Sunday.
Not Sunday. I need one person for Sunday, if at all possible. It was just one of those things where we had everything lined up, we had all the people in place, and then, you know, with Kyle leaving, he was a Saturday, Sunday driver.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to get as many people in as I can, but it's just taking a little bit of time. So if somebody can help me out Sunday, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Just let us know if you want to talk about it individually and stuff like that.
I'll volunteer to review again.
Well, you just worked a 7-day week, okay? So
8 day.
Well, 8 day, whatever it is. So we're not going to burn the candles at both ends, but we'll speak about that, okay? The idea is to not let stuff like that happen, okay? So good to put the word out. Good, thank you. Thanks, Chris.
You want to start with these pictures real quick?
Actually, I'm going to stick with the lytics system. Library and events. Alright, so just so you guys don't think I'm watching y'all, and if I make a mistake, I just get rid of it, get all of it in. 6, down, right here, play that one. This is me, last week, you guys get to coach me on it. So tell me what you see.
Red light.
Ooh.
I got hit for braking too hard. So if you guys were going to coach me on this, it's face-to-face coaching.
All of us gonna do it.
Yeah, all of you.
Yeah, we're gonna coach you too.
Yeah, all right. Tell me what you see and what I need to do.
Well, hands are 10 and 2. Really 9 and 3.
I'm talking about driving too.
Then see you check your mirrors one time. And you're supposed to
He's
check
got
your mirrors every 5 to
sunglasses
7
on.
seconds.
Okay.
Listen,
You looked away for a second. And boom.
Approaching that intersection, I was scanning the intersection, but yeah.
that's hardware. Yeah.
You see that? There's a car right over here to the right.
That's all right.
But yeah, okay.
I'm trying to hold back all those women after looking so good.
Are you speeding too?
That's why I take
Of course,
candy
you're
man
speeding,
out.
man.
Yeah, you're speeding 52.
Because it's 50 down there.
Yeah, probably speed.
Yeah, 53 and a 50.
Yep.
53 and a 50. I didn't stop at the line, and I didn't scan all my mirrors every 3 to 5 seconds. So I will do it right up and have just a random person sign it, coach me with whatever you guys need to know that I'm not just doing this. I'm not out here to get you. It's going to go in my file as well. So anyway, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk a little bit about backing. I want to show you some pictures of something that happened last week. Almost a rollover. That was our vehicle. It took
New Jersey.
3 tow trucks to get this out.
Front tires are off the ground.
Almost all the way over. So.
No, that's a very easy thing to happen. He's backing out of a straight driveway and it turns left.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, he's trying to back out when that happened. And front tires just went off and he hit some leaves and just slid down. It happens that quickly.
The main point about that is he was backing out of the driveway. It
Don't
took
do it.
3 tow trucks to pull this almost flipped FedEx vehicle out. So the thing was, he couldn't see if he could turn around. When he got down there, there was no area to turn around. It was the wrong address, so he started backing out. Instead of just backing in to start, which is what we say back at the point of contact, he thought he would get down there and find a spot to turn around. If you don't know, you have to back into the driveway because it ends up with stuff like this. I mean, it wasn't just a couple tow trucks, it was 3 big tow trucks that got it out, and that cost the company money. So I've got a couple slides that talk about backing.
One thing on that, just so you know, like we went over a couple weeks ago about things that would get you suspended and disqualified. A rollover accident is permanent.
Yeah,
It's a permanent disqualification.
Yeah.
So, and with this situation too, you notice that truck doesn't have a door on the driver's side. So it had to get out on the side where it was possibly about to roll over. I mean, just the force of him coming down on that step, if it would, you know, a good wind gust would have pushed this thing over. The fact that he got out and was able to get around the truck without it flipping on him, I was surprised. So just keep that in mind too.
So these are pretty basic slides, and I don't want to talk about every single slide, but 500 deaths every year from backing. Like I said, if you pull up to a house and you immediately back, you already know it's there. If this is my lane right here and I'm driving by, I'm looking down there to see that I can back into this driveway. You go to your pivot point, wherever. The pivot point is a point on a vehicle that once you start backing, everything turns around that point. So if you know that point on your vehicle, you go to your pivot point, safely get in there, but you're looking down here, see if there's basketball goals, kids, branches, all that kind of stuff. Then once you get past, you can properly back and watch your mirrors, watch everything else. Then we're backing down the driveway, and the biggest thing that I see is do it slowly. A lot of people I just see, as soon as you're in reverse, you're like, man, it's driving. But it's not driving, it's driving in reverse, so you have to slow down. Or you're gonna back over kids, you're gonna, 15,000 injuries every year from backing incidents. You can go ahead and go down. $7,400 per event, that's on average. So some cost $20,000, some cost, $5,000, meeting in the middle, but that's what it's costing every single event for FedEx. So it's not easy to always do everything you can, but you have to do it. It's hard for us to justify somebody that backs into things over and over and over because it is costing so much money. But there's a couple things, go ahead and go down. Backing at an unsafe speed, failure to conduct a walk around. When you're coming back to your vehicle, if you absolutely have to back and you didn't back at the point of contact, you need to walk all the way around. Did a new car park in, and somebody sitting on the bumper. There could be a homeless guy, there could be a little kid that wants to ride on the back because he feels like, a superhero, and a lot of people look up to FedEx drivers. I know when you drive by, you honk at little kids all the time, but you have to look at what you're backing. If you have to back, make sure you check, make sure you're looking before you get back in your vehicle, and always back at the point of delivery. When you get to the house, back. I'm saying back a lot because I want you guys to think about it. When you pull up to a house, if you aren't parking on the street, you need to back into the driveway. And you have to use your mirrors. Don't just focus on your backup camera because it distorts everything. It makes things look closer or farther than they are. And branches up here, not everybody has the top sensors. Branches up here, you can't see them. I'm guilty of that. So just make sure, go ahead and go down. Just make sure you're backing. Make sure you check before you back. Backing up when backing could have been avoided. They'll want you to get out and look before you back up. We all know that's not realistic to get out of your vehicle every time you're going to back into a driveway. But as you're going by, check that driveway. Look for basketball goals. And a lot of people rely solely on their backup camera. If you check your mirrors, you can see somebody coming from this way or this way. If you're just watching that square that's right behind you, you don't know what's coming from left or right.
Your backup camera also doesn't tell you where your rear tires are as well. And you should really be, when you're backing, you should be steering with those rear tires. Focusing on the pivot point and then looking at your rear tires every time you're backing up. So that way you're on the driveway.
Yeah, because that guy that we saw the pictures of, I mean, he was probably watching the backup camera the whole time he was going on the driveway, he wasn't watching his mirrors to see there's a 6 foot drop off on his right hand side.
Yeah.
And you
Still
also,
doing a lot of things.
with that being said, you have to know where your front tires are. If your back tire's clear and you cut something too hard to get out on this road in reverse, the front 2 tires are gonna end up in a, ditch.
It's probably happened to almost any one of us who've worked here for a long time. You're backing and you just take a thing too sharply, next thing you know, there's a ditch right next to you. You start feeling your truck sink.
Right.
It happens quick. Yep.
And
I'm not
that's,
gonna go there.
that's probably,
I'm still mad at you about that one.
At least we got 2 winches.
Yo, I gotta deliver them today. Chewy
so
glasses.
I think that's the last slide that I need to hit from this, but slow down when you're backing. That's the biggest thing. And watch your front, your back tires, know where they are. And if you cut something too hard, just know you're gonna end up off the road. Back at your point of entry, back at your point of entry. When you're going, first thing you should do when you get back to your vehicle is put the car in drive, or put the vehicle in drive, not in reverse. So if you have to put the car in reverse immediately, you've done something wrong. Does anybody have anything for me that I can do to help make you safer?
Other than
Have
dispatch
any
times?
Oh, I was gonna say it.
Yeah, I got you, beat you to it.
Complaints, anything I can do? Shelley, we're gonna check on your tires. And I will get you a tire gauge here in just a couple minutes. If you don't have anything for me, that's it. Y'all have a good day, be safe. Back properly.
Yeah.
Oh,